Hello, mateys. This is Scovis Galson, Pirates of the Caribbean film series here, and today is Saturday. Today is Saturday in the morning. Today, then the nightfall today. So I sure really does matter what at the same time about anchor wheel MMJ. So it's kind of about a Democratic Party. So it's Democraticians, you know. It is important to about the debut on the television shows and news today, and about Emma's graduation for 4 years, and then about the psychology opportunity to drama the actor, and Palme Doe stage shows to one of the sides to these wanted to communicate, and these wanted to shield communicated to the side to it's exchange to most of the people are really realistically on the outgoing to campus today. So 2, 3, or 4 years, and those are the communicated. Those that have a takes about SAT during the high schools, college and universities. Almost it takes about 2, 3, and 4 years, 2 to 4 years. So Emma has to joins to the Emma J. Anchor Wheel and the TV news to the debut. And she joins the 6 months 6 months later, and she was very complicated to she became important to the show does, as it is about to the side does matter. If it's about it's change about times, it is about to you, it is about to all of these people have going out to the community access, going out to the driving into the community, and riding the bike with the community, with the transit for the bus, with transit for the train station, and the transit with the flight for the airport, and those we decide for the United States and America on the television shows, to show about the Cairo 7, so with the Cairo 7, Kimo News, I'm sure of it, and I got a lot of news today that about for the Emma's greatest proud of her show today. So I respect her. So one of those if you decided to watch MR Jerome on YouTube channels. So she was joined. So 7 years later, she was not on illegal. She was at the good alliances, the good assistance. That has a great part of it, a great part of the friend, a part of the family, a part of your cousins, and the greatest a part of your people, a greatest a part of your heart, a part of your life, and a part of your family. That has to still a part of your love. And I really want to see this. I really want to see this about after we lost UW Huskies for Pullman, Washington, and after Thanksgiving for 2 years ago, sometimes my opportunity television shows on these films, in these ones, where we have to go somewhere else to for the comic and the commentary, jumps had to be to make documentary, some kind of all around the history channels, and some like about most like the talked about this guys, so I'm gonna say welcome back to KOA series today. So this is me, Simon Perriman here. So I love the KOA series right now. So it's just important. It is about takes 2 years. It's important and about takes it about I have ideas about the long stories and about what once learn about I'm very proud of her mom. I'm very proud of her sisters, from her dad. Her best friends. Forever, forever. When you make it for anything, anytime, we never give up. So Emma was joining. So it looks like about in the director on the Cairo 7, in the animated for the Como, ESPN, MLB, NBA, NFL, and the Pac-12 network. It is important. It looks like about directed like movies, directed like some of those like Disney movies. I'm sure of it. I was seeing about 25th anniversary of the Lion King. Those when I was born in 1995. My brother was born about in Korea on September 26, 1993, and I was born to the Travis Air Force Base, California, February 7, 1995. And my dad has just his sleep right now. So he was born to the Compton, California, January 31st, 1957, and my mom was born in the Korea, January 25th, 1960, and my sister Isabella was born in October 18th, 1996, at Mannequin, Washington State. So we moved for the 21 years, and it takes it a whole long time for the opportunity to make up to for the evolution of my family, my friends, my cousins. It shows to have the memories of storylines today, and it's just about how to telling the truth. Somehow about to tell the truth. It's about and those people are like it. If you're really gonna be invited to watch the shows about really great people at all times. Let me ask you the question about you and those guys. And the guys involved with those for fight to each other, for fight to each one of all around the cities. Those is gonna be bad decision for those all these people, and they didn't like it. Says anytime. So before she bears it account, unfortunately, and she can be can temporarily serious problems to be about the questions to understand. Was she saying anything? She asked you about questions. She asked about the addresses to you guys. She addressed to you. She addressed it for everybody to one of those shows about Seattle Seahawks or Chicago Bears, right beside Chicago State. One of it decided the Gotham and Metropolis, right across to the Atlantic Ocean, and I've seen about San Diego. San Diego just moved there for about replace it to the St. Louis Rams to San Diego Rams before their Bears to be placing from to the St. Louis Rams, and besides the San Diego Chargers and San Diego Chargers and Los Angeles Rams and Oakland Raiders, It's all about, it's everything in around to the United States, every way, to anywhere, for every time, everywhere. Before anything that goes with you, that goes about the commercials, the shows, they're showing over and over all about the shows, to the television shows. And it seems to go around to the send to the replacing to the shows, to the re-uploaded to the post, and that's the right, that's the left place to be in about the commercials. So one last time, so show number 2, that's the commercials, that's 100% to the television shows, and that's a really think about the Q&A questions, and about the commentaries. If they do, you know. If they don't say I don't know, we don't say we don't know, we don't say you don't know. So we know you people for each other. So if that's your brainstorms, you can still working with the dude in the employers and schools and some police states and departments and fire stations, ambulance and hospitals and doctors and food services and bowling alley and fans and the players, and decided to 150 employers, and those every time it decided to get a lot to work in your brains, to work in your body, to work in your backs, to work in it, and about the good posture, to strive as a solitary, a normal man, a normal woman, and a normal boy, a normal girl. So just whatever you takes to has to be working at side A and side B, it is side by side, and I hope they doing a lot to put plenty of time in about 3 hours. We're just hanging out outside of the game, just the seats, just to watch it over to all these people and the Seahawks fans, and I hope I like the Bears too. You know, just they're very complicated to you know. That's what it means too. So very excited to Bears is gonna win almost. It's gonna be hard about Sunday. So explaining to be continued once to so one that Emma says about due to the questions about that are politely for the privacy, all the volunteers and the WA State WSU for the campus, just like if we apply for the jobs, interviews, orientations, start work and schedules, and starting going into the class, going for the studies, going to the workroom, however if you can. It's just like a laptops, just make the passwords and usernames, and just type it into the work in the brainstorms, and just it shows about 100%, and it's really kind to be different to for most experience to all of these young adults, adult peoples. So the opportunity is, so one through the 18 to 23 years older than those men and the women, just opportunistics, just like about for the talent, about the talent working in the those class in the college and universities. Either thought about those people, all this playing about activities in the junior highs and high schools, and they're doing it activities, athletics, and to do footballs, basketballs, soccers, baseballs, swimming, track and field and wrestling. Feel free. So feel free to be go to the schedules today for PE for the one at a time. Just a difference to the kind, different to be one of this is two kinds to be, and those difference to like it about percent. Those does it means to very good respect to those staffs and professors. Those who have the level up process, leveling up the processing as to be calling to address you if you guys to you decided to an advanced creative. That means harder, it means advanced, it means intermediate from the beginners. And those one, the first one is the one for the beginners. And that's how to do the work, and that's how to the socializations, how to do it about the question where you work, how a question where you go for the work from college, and as much as the work about interviews, job interviews, orientations, start works, and schedules. As much as learn as you can to be becoming the players. So level 2, intermediate. So if it start helping those guys and the players, even though and it starts still working to be continue to takes months, weeks, and years, and so a different to be one of those job shadows who just like one of those guys middle and junior high schools, and thus was 100% almost get about 90%, and those are telling, and those are we were telling them everybody's truth, and those are truth, and this is the yes truth, and that was it really does matter to the filling into the job shadows to take that say yes, and you can't say no, and only to say yes. And those are people, and we give you welcome there to about sophomores to senior years, to the freshmen or sophomores to seniors. So however, and I would take that as a yes for everybody. So everybody goes to the drive to the college, drive to the university, where you live to the months and years, just forever. If anything goes forever. So just wanted to make sure. To watch MMJ. Never seen a YouTuber her channel before. You should have to see MMR Jerome, our anchor wheel MMJ. So this is called QA everything problems. To be about the varsity news on the television shows, to be everybody's in needs to be to subscribe and more content to the day. Just everybody don't forget to subscribe to the MOR Jerome. Just forever, never give up for you guys, just even though don't post to the Facebooks are allowed there. So and those don't read about the fix, don't read about it too, and that's just gonna be illegal illness wellness policy. So that's a felony investigation just told us we're not supposed to do the posting at the Facebook. So so people didn't like it, so just as cautiously, and this is illegal. This was the not acceptable, and this we're not supposed to be on posting on the Facebooks with the illness, with the wellness policy illness to every time that means false, and it's not acceptable to those any time to be disrespectful to those disrespectful for bad people to from bad peoples to posting it without permission. All right, so just post on post on post on the pictures on the Facebooks to with permissions to respectfully. So don't forget. So profile pictures, marble uploads, and just however, if you created your name, just whatever you need. So alright guys, so I'm heading to bed so right now, so don't forget to hit the button to subscribe. Some more contests, just welcome to just however we can, and it's almost 1:35, so just shows it about internet today. Just follow on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Vine, Cameras, Twitch, live streaming, gaming channels. So don't forget to hit my subscribe to a part of my content today. Just follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, Vine, Cameras. So just wherever Cocker Story talk, and just go into my channel. So just long as many as you can. So if you need to, so just however you can watch on her channel, if they are joining into the day. It's a day to the truth. And she was checked out as a yes. So love you, Emma. So doing very good. Great dress today. Nice dress. So feel free to be love you. So Emma loves the TV shows or the varsities or varsity senators. So just like the Vice President of the United States of America on the Democratic. So feel free. Do not forget to keep it rich, mateys. Good night.